This episode of the Young Turks is brought to you by WestHost, offering premium web hosting since 1998. Go to westhost.com/TYT for 25% off. WestHost! WestHost, WestHost!
Casting directors are now shying away from American actors, okay? They do not want to cast American male actors in the roles of superheroes. And the reason why they don't want to do that is because, simply put, they think American actors are wussies, all right? So I have a really interesting quote from one casting director. His name is John Papisdera. And this is his quote. He says, "I believe there's been a certain feminization of the American male." And he blames it on the predominant women's movement in the 60s, by the way. He goes on to say, "As a result, there are a lot of mama's boys. Kids are raised like veal. We're afraid to let them play soccer. That kind of nurturing softens what we're used to seeing on screen. American men aren't men on the screen." Damn.
Yeah, not buying it. It's a bullshit theory. I mean, like, they pick up a couple of guys like, Eisenberg, who played Zuckerberg in Social Network. They didn't even mention Ciro, but that's another one. And they're like, oh, don't they look skinny? So what? I could find you like 200 guys that don't look skinny in America that are actors. I don't know. You buying this?
No, I'm not buying it. I mean, there's so many manly men that are American actors, like Leonardo DiCaprio. He's very manly. Okay, there's nothing feminine about him. And, other male actors that are muscular and sexy.
End of this. This is a bullshit story. Look, they could, all the people they could have gotten out to play Superman, Ryan Gosling, whatever, Ben Affleck.
Ryan Gosling is not a good example, in my opinion.
Not Ryan Gosling. I'm thinking of the wrong guy. Who's the other guy that played in the Coffin movie that everybody thinks is so damn... Went out with Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, right. Whatever, dude. Maybe he's got soft face, but...
Yeah, he's a bad idea, too. Not the
whatever.
Not the example of a strong, muscular superhero.
Okay, you know what? Forget it. They're right. It turns out all the...
Oh, go ahead, Jay.
I'd be ready to almost, try and see where they're coming from, until they got to the soccer line. What? I mean, I have nothing against soccer, but the most manly sport in the world is soccer, where we fall down when someone breathes on us. Come on, dude. We play football here, man. We play motherfucking football where we get head injuries and concussions, and we're trying to figure out how to stop this right now anyway. Come on, man. Now maybe the actors are being soft because they're all, they're getting pampered and stuff so much here that they get this idea. But as far as a sport you're throwing around, we play football, man. Forget soccer. Come on, dude. I understand it's a sport within itself, but it's not like it's a tough ass sport that Americans just are shying away from. Come on, dude. Come on, calm down.
That was a good point by JR. That he's absolutely right about that. And look,
Look, part of what they're saying in the article is that in America there is this stereotype of actors as being in drama and sissies and all this stuff, right? And whereas in England there is no such stereotype. And you could be tough and play soccer and still be an actor. But that being said, it does sound funny to us Americans, and I'll be a little jingoistic here and join my brother JR. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Soccer? Have you ever seen James Harrison? James Harrison could take out a whole soccer team by himself. He just look at him kind of mean, and they'd be like, what's he getting and fall down?
All right, I have no comment on that. I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. But what happened?
He's a linebacker for the Steelers. Can you imagine how much the Steelers would fuck the Manchester United players up? Oh, Manchester United, they're very tough. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
And at WestHost offers web hosting for 19 cents a day. You can't get cheaper. That's
right.
ridiculous. And you could do web host transfers. Like, you got a website, transfer.
For free. You have 24/7 support.
60-day money-back guarantee. Well, then you literally can't lose. 25% off if you go to westhost.com/TYT.
You know what I think about that? I think West Host.
West Host.